When a woman makes money, the dark women's psychology. When they make money, imagine this. You've worked tirelessly, sacrificed your time, and pushed through every challenge that came your way. Now, you've finally made it. The money is rolling in. The doors to opportunity are opening wide, and you feel a sense of pride like no other. But something's off. Something doesn't feel quite right. You've hit the jackpot, but the moment you open your bank account, you can't shake the feeling that your success is changing you, or at least how the world sees you. Is this just the cost of success? Or is there something darker at play here that we're afraid to admit? Today, we're diving into a topic that rarely gets discussed, but one that millions of women in the US experience every day: the dark psychology of women when they make money. Stay with me, because what you're about to hear might change how you view success and its true cost. For decades, women have been told that financial independence is the key to freedom. But what happens when women actually achieve it? Financial success is supposed to be empowering, right? But the reality is more complicated. From the glass ceilings that women still battle through, to the complex emotions that surface when they surpass those barriers, the truth is that making money doesn't always feel like victory. And it might be because of a hidden side to the psychology of women with wealth that we've never fully addressed. Why are successful women, especially in the US, sometimes met with jealousy, guilt, and even shame when they reach the top? Let's break it down. Today we're going to explore how financial success changes a woman, emotionally, mentally, and even spiritually. We're not just talking about the perks of money. We're talking about the tension, the complexities, and yes, the dark psychology that comes with it. And most importantly, what you can learn from this if you're a woman or even if you're not. But before we get started, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell notification so you don't miss this powerful conversation that could change your life. Let's start with the good stuff. There's no doubt about it. Financial independence is a powerful tool. For many women, it's liberation. The ability to make your own choices, provide for yourself, and say goodbye to the limits others have set for you. Financial freedom gives you power. It's not just about having money. It's about the feeling of control, the confidence that comes with knowing you can handle whatever life throws at you. And there's a sense of relief, isn't there? Knowing you're no longer dependent on anyone, no longer waiting for a paycheck or approval. It's all yours. But let me ask you, have you ever felt a little too much pride in that? Have you ever caught yourself wondering if you're pushing others away by owning your success? For women in the US, where the culture is often based on individualism, this sense of independence is supposed to be empowering. But there's a hidden challenge lurking underneath. Now, as you climb that ladder, there's a shift that happens. You start to realize that money isn't just about status or power. It's also about breaking free from those deep-rooted societal norms that have been drilled into you for decades. The expectation that women should be quiet, submissive, and always supportive of others, while men can be loud, ambitious, and assertive without question. Here's the catch, though. The moment you step into your power, you're going to face backlash. Women who make money often find themselves in conflict with those traditional gender expectations. You might find that your success alienates you from friends and family. You might notice that your partner doesn't seem as supportive, or that your colleagues give you that look, the one that questions your authenticity. The moment you rise, you might also feel the weight of the world's judgment, and that pressure is exhausting. Does success come with a price? Let's talk about that. When a woman makes money, society expects her to do it all. Do you know what that feels like? The overwhelming weight of everyone expecting you to be both a powerhouse at work and the perfect wife, mother, and friend. And let's not forget the expectations at work. When women break barriers and become leaders, they're often expected to carry the weight of their entire team. They're tasked with handling not only their own responsibilities, but also solving everyone else's problems. And here's the thing, if they don't, they're labeled as weak, unfit, or even bossy. Why? Because a woman making money isn't supposed to feel overwhelmed. She's supposed to juggle it all without complaint. She's supposed to be graceful, in control, and always available for others. The minute she shows weakness, it's as if all her hard work becomes irrelevant. Is it any wonder women often feel burned out or trapped by their own success? Let's take a moment and reflect. How many of you, even as you reach financial milestones, have felt guilty, like you're not quite deserving of it, even though you know you've earned it? Imposter syndrome is a real issue for women who succeed. The more money they make, the louder the internal voice that says, "You don't belong here." It whispers that you're somehow taking up too much space, or you're just lucky, not truly deserving. These thoughts are suffocating, and yet they are incredibly common among women who have achieved financial success. Have you ever felt this way? Drop a comment below and let's talk about it. You're not alone. Here's the toughest pill to swallow. Relationships often shift when a woman makes money. The more successful she becomes, the more likely it is that her relationships will be tested, sometimes to the breaking point. There's a strange dynamic that occurs when a woman surpasses her partner in financial success. It's not just about the money, it's about power, respect, and roles within the relationship. And sometimes the partner can feel threatened, insecure, or even resentful. The woman might also feel guilty, as if she's outgrown the relationship. It's a tug-of-war that's difficult to navigate, and one that often leaves both partners feeling confused, frustrated, and disconnected. Have you been in a relationship where your financial success created distance? I want to hear your story. Before we move on to the next section, I want you to take a moment and think about your own relationship with money. Are you celebrating it? Or is there a darker side that you've been ignoring? Hit that like button if you can relate to any of this, and don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Let's keep this conversation going, because every woman deserves to feel empowered, not ashamed of her success. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe and join our community. As a woman climbs the financial ladder, she quickly realizes one inescapable truth. Success is a double-edged sword. It feels incredible to know that you've earned your place in the room. But the moment you step up, the expectations on you multiply. The reality is brutal. When a woman makes money, she's expected to juggle it all. She's expected to be the boss at work, the perfect mother at home, and the loving partner to her significant other. If she falters, even for a moment, she risks being branded as incapable. And oh yes, she's still expected to smile through it all. The weight of being the perfect professional, the perfect wife, and the perfect mother can become suffocating. You might have experienced it yourself. The more you succeed, the more people demand from you. Suddenly your workday is no longer just about the job. It's about being a role model, a mentor, and a source of constant inspiration. Everyone is watching, waiting for you to slip up. And when they do, they won't hesitate to point out your flaws. But why is that? Why is it that women who make money are often held to such impossibly high standards? Why do they feel the constant pressure to perform? Let me ask you, have you felt the weight of this expectation? Let's talk about it. Drop a comment below. How do you handle the pressure when you're expected to do it all? Now let's get to the heart of it. You've worked hard, you've earned your success, and yet there's this nagging feeling that you don't belong, that you're not really deserving of the wealth you've achieved. This is what we call imposter syndrome. Here's the kicker. Despite all your accomplishments, despite the respect you've earned, there's that voice in the back of your head telling you that you're not good enough. The voice whispers, "You just got lucky. You don't deserve this." One mistake and they'll all see you for what you really are, a fraud. Does that sound familiar? You've made it, but you still feel the pressure to prove yourself over and over again. This happens to many women who reach financial success. They don't celebrate it. Instead, they question their worth and feel guilty for even enjoying it. Think about it. Have you ever felt that inner conflict? The guilt of succeeding while others might not? It's a feeling that is far more common than you think. In fact, studies show that women, especially in male-dominated fields, often suffer from imposter syndrome more than men. I want to know, how do you deal with that voice inside your head? Leave a comment and let's have an honest conversation about it. One of the most uncomfortable truths about a woman's financial success is the strain it often puts on relationships. When a woman makes money, everything changes. Her self-worth skyrockets, her goals become more ambitious, and her needs shift. But what happens when the people around her don't grow with her? The dynamics of her relationships, especially with her partner, can take a serious hit. Let's be real. There's no easy way to talk about this. As a woman becomes more successful, particularly in the US where the culture still often aligns success with masculinity, relationships can become imbalanced. Partners, especially those who feel insecure about their own financial standing, may feel threatened. Maybe you've felt it in your own relationship. Suddenly your financial success is seen as a challenge. Your partner might not know how to handle the new dynamic. They might not know how to feel about a woman who is making more money, gaining more power, and charting a new path. And it's not just romantic relationships. Friendships, family ties, and even professional relationships can shift. Some people might start to treat you differently. They might see you as different because you've achieved what they haven't. It's as if the success you've worked so hard for makes you a target. Does this resonate with you? Have you ever experienced a shift in your relationships after becoming financially successful? The jealousy, the insecurities, the silent judgments. Let me know in the comments. I want to hear your experiences. It's an uncomfortable conversation, but it's one we need to have. Why is it that a woman's success often makes those around her feel threatened? Why does it feel like sometimes the more successful we get, the more we risk losing the people closest to us? Let's talk about something that no one likes to admit: social isolation and jealousy. As women climb the financial ladder, they start to notice that not everyone is happy for them. In fact, many women face criticism from others, especially from their peers. This jealousy is often masked as passive-aggressive comments or backhanded compliments. It's no secret that society often views women who are financially successful as intimidating. Have you ever heard someone say, "She's just lucky," or "She's too aggressive" when discussing your success? The truth is, many women face this kind of judgment, especially from other women. But what's even more painful is the isolation that comes with it. Women who are successful sometimes find themselves alienated from their social circles. People start to treat them differently, as if they're no longer one of us. It's a crushing feeling when your success causes others to withdraw or even resent you. And let's not even talk about the way society as a whole criticizes women for being too much, too successful, too assertive, too wealthy. In the world of social media, this is amplified. You can be vilified for your success, while men with the same achievements are celebrated. Have you ever faced this kind of isolation or jealousy? It's important we acknowledge this because, despite the progress we've made, women's financial success is still seen as something unusual. Let's change the narrative. Drop a comment below and tell me your story. We're in this together. If any part of this video resonated with you, I need you to take a moment and hit that like button. Share your thoughts in the comments below, because this conversation is too important to keep silent. I want to know if you've ever experienced the darker side of success, whether it's the guilt, the relationship struggles, or the jealousy. And hey, if you're not already subscribed, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to this channel and be a part of our community. We're diving even deeper into this subject, and trust me, you do not want to miss what's coming next. Let's continue this conversation. You don't have to go through this alone. Together, we can empower each other and change the narrative. So go ahead and hit that bell notification so you're the first to know when the next video drops. As a woman who has achieved financial success, you might think that your accomplishments would be celebrated. After all, you've worked hard, overcome obstacles, and made your mark. But the reality is, success doesn't always come with the applause you expect. In fact, for many women, it comes with criticism. Here's the double standard that exists. A man who is successful, confident, and assertive is seen as a leader. He's admired, respected, and at times even revered. But when a woman displays the same traits, ambition, confidence, assertiveness, she's often branded as bossy, cold, or even manipulative.